Good morning, garden peeps. I'm Sheri Ann Richerson, the author of The Complete Idiot's Guide to Year-Round Gardening, and we are setting in the garden today for the tweet chat. And I would like to invite you to come on over to Twitter and post your gardening questions. I'm here to answer them today. I had a question early this morning about cutting the flowering stalks off of rhubarb, if they should or should not. When rhubarb starts to flower, you should immediately go ahead and cut those stalks off. The variety Victoria is more prone to flowering than most other varieties. And to grow rhubarb successfully, you should grow it in a pH of 6.0 to 6.8. You should also top dress it with 3 inches of compost each year, and because rhubarb likes really fertile soil. So do feel free to send me questions, and as I see them, I will answer them. Again, we are live for the live Twitter chat. I am Sheri Ann Richerson, the author of The Complete Idiot's Guide to Year-Round Gardening, and I'm looking forward to taking your gardening questions today. If you do not have a Twitter account, you should be able to view this chat on experimentalhomesteader.com and also on any of the Facebook pages, including the Complete Idiot's Guide to Year-Round Gardening Facebook page. Okay, we have a question. What is the most bizarre plant you have ever grown? I would have to say the most bizarre plant that I have ever grown would be a Amorphophallus. That's the stinky plant that everybody talks about and people stand in line for hours to view. Really like that plant. I really get into odd plants. Please keep the questions coming. I'm looking forward to hearing them. And I might add there are some varieties of Amorphophallus that are marginally hardy. Even here in Indiana, I have grown Amorphophallus konjac outside and been successful in overwintering it. Of course, you do have to mulch, and the Complete Idiot's Guide to Year-Round Gardening will tell you just how to do that. So if you have not already picked up a copy, do pick up a copy. If there's not a local bookstore in your area, you can order it on Amazon.com. And if you have a Kindle, you can also get a version for the Kindle. There are a lot of really unusual plants in the garden today. I'm going to try to turn the camera and see if I can show you some of these. This is my shade garden because it was obviously just too sunny to be able to do this outside in the sun garden. We tried and all we got was a white camera, or I mean a white picture. This is May apple right here that you're looking at, and it is one of our natives. The flower back here has faded. I don't know if you can get a good view. I don't know how well you can see that. Really like that. Of course, I have some hosta. You know, what's a shade garden without hosta? And way back there, we have some hellebore. As you can see, we have a lot of plants here. Okay, and let's see if we have some more questions to field. going back to Twitter here to take a look. Okay. And I know some of you are just getting ready to transplant some of the little seedlings you've grown into your garden, and you may be wondering how to do that. Well, the first thing you need to do is harden those seedlings off because they've been in a protected area. And if you don't harden them off properly, then when the wind and the rain and the sunshine hits those plants, it's going to damage or kill them. So what you should do is set your plants outside for a couple hours each day in a shaded location. As they get used to the wind, then you can slowly move them into the sunshine, again, just a few hours each day. And within a week or two, your plants should be pretty well hardened off and ready to transplant into the garden. An easy way you can do this if you have a greenhouse or you wish to do this inside is to use a fan on your seedlings. The fans are not going to hurt them, especially if you do it right from the beginning when the little seedlings start to come up. That'll get them used to wind. I use a mist on my plants, and as they get older, I turn the mist to a shower. So most of my plants are pretty ready to go by the time they get outside. You don't want to put too hard of water on them, because if the force of the water is too hard, it's going to break the tender little seedling stems. So again, you have to be careful, but you can do this and have them ready to go outside. Okay. And Facebook friends, if you are watching and you are posting questions, I will try to get to those and address those today too. Like I said, we had our first comment from Liz McD early this morning about her rhubarb. I've had a lot of questions on rhubarb this year. And while I'm waiting on more questions to come through, I would also like to take a moment to encourage all of you to donate your extra produce to Plant a Row for the Hungry. It's a great program, and you can help a lot of people in your area by simply picking and donating your extra produce or growing an extra plant or even an extra row of produce in your garden. Okay. I see a lot of people coming in on Stickum who are also watching. I'd like to say hello to them. Okay, let's see. I'm back on Twitter. My Twitter username is Sheri A. Richerson, and that is spelled SheriARicherson. I would like to invite you to join me there.